Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, which you all are, because this is my first video. Yay, yay, yay. You see this YouTube career off now. And what do you do on YouTube? You like, you comment, and you subscribe. So do all those things and hit that bell, period. Y'all know what to do. Today I'm gonna be telling y'all about this romance story. Y'all heard of Who Did I Marry? Well, I'm gonna give y'all Who Did I Date, because this story is freaking crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna call it the Chronicle, the Hope Chronicles, and y'all gonna see why. So it all started the summer of 2020, right after the pandemic had happened. This was my senior year. I was about to go into my senior year. I had just got out of my relationship with my second boyfriend, and that had ended so terribly. I cut my hair, and I can give y'all a story on that, but that relationship was not as bad as this relationship, and that's why y'all getting this relationship story. Anyway, okay, so it started off, I was just like, chilling, being regular smuggler, it girl like I am.
Period.
And I got hit up on Instagram, because you all know it go down
In the deal.
And so this guy, his name is Hope. Okay, I'm not gonna say his real name. I almost did, but I'm not gonna throw him out there like that, because y'all gonna hear everything he did, and y'all gonna be like, ooh. So anyway, we're gonna call him Hope, and he hit me up on Instagram. And y'all, when I tell you, this guy was talking to me so beautifully. Like, it wasn't hey, it wasn't a how you doing, it wasn't you beautiful, none of that. No, girl, he was telling me that the stars and the sun were made, off my ass. That I just look so beautiful. I was the reason this nigga woke up in the morning. Like, girl, when I tell you, poetry after poetry, paragraphs after paragraphs. And mind you, like, at the time I didn't see this, but red flag number one, ladies, if he is love bombing you like that, because this was definitely love bombing now that I think about it. Because, like, I don't have any of the texts. I did find some of the text messages, you guys, and here they are. You can pause and read them if you'd like. When I tell y'all, like, he was just saying off the wall stuff, but I ain't never heard nothing like that. So I was like intrigued. So we were texting for a while, and it went from texting in the DMs to having my number to meeting in person. Now, y'all, this is where the story really happened, and I'm laughing, but y'all, this stuff not funny at all. Like, this stuff was crazy. Okay, so we decided to meet up at these apartments. So, ladies, red flag number two. If he don't take you on a date in public where y'all like eating movies, something like that, I always go on a real date. I don't know what I was on, but I end up we end up meeting up at this apartment complex. And when I first got there, I was confused, because I'm like, did he live here or something? And he was like, yeah, his mom lived there. But mind you, we're not meeting like behind the gate of the apartment complex. We're meeting like in the front parking lot, in front of the like visitation area. And I'm like, okay, not thinking much of it. And he was like, yeah, just park your car here, and and you can get in my car, and we'll just go. I have to pick my friend up from work. Girl, like, just put me on his schedule. What? I thought we was on a date. Like, what? Red flag number three. Y'all, it's gonna be, I don't know how many red flags it's gonna be, but it's gonna be a lot of red flags in this first story, y'all. And I'm only telling y'all how we met. I'm only gonna tell you what happened during the summer. I'm not even gonna tell you the whole thing. We gonna get to the whole thing. But anyway, red flag number three. And so I meet him, and I look at him, and he looked like he was okay looking. I mean, he looked like his profile pictures, but like in his profile pictures, he looked fine. Like, he looked nice. He looked like he had a little something going for him. And because of my last relationship, I was like, not dating no dude without a car and without a job. Period. And sis, don't you. If he ain't got no car, he ain't got no job, don't date him.
Period.
And I didn't have a house at the time. but that's a priority now too. So don't date him unless he got a house too or an apartment, something. He gotta lay his head somewhere. Not in your place, not in no car, not in his mom crib, not in his baby mom crib, none of it. Get a dude with a car in a house. I'm in a job. Anyway, sorry y'all. Little rant, little tangent. So then we get in the car and girl, red flag number 4, his car was dirty. And when I say dirty, like I meant like shit. I'm sorry, I get cussing. That's just my vocabulary. But when I tell you like shit on the floor, guts, like you know how you break the Rillos and the inside, guts everywhere, girl, cups everywhere, clothes everywhere. And I just sat in the car and I was like, ooh, red flag number 4. I ain't say nothing, but I was like, okay, cool. So then we during this time, I'm gonna just call it trees. We was doing some illegal things with some trees and whatever, and we were about to go do it with his friend. So he went to go pick his friend up, and his friend worked at like this smoothie place or whatever. So we picked his friend up or whatever, and his friend got in the back seat. We said hey to each other, all that, whatever, la da, this and that, and we drove to this random park. Like I know where the park is now because I've been around Memphis for a while, but at that time it was just a random park. And they started breaking down the Rillos, you know, to put more guts out. And I was like, and they opened the car door to put them in the road, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're littering. I was like, you shouldn't be littering. They were like, man, so you one of those people? You one of those people? Yeah, I'm one of those people. Don't you litter around me. I'm gonna call you a litter bug. Don't do that. Don't litter. This is the earth. We all be living here. And so I was like, you shouldn't be littering. Girl, so how about like, mind you, we were in like a really nice neighborhood. Like it was some people neighborhood. Like you know what I'm talking about. And so they were like across the street or whatever, and they ended up calling the police. And they called the police, and the police came, and girl, I was scared because mind you, like we had illegal substances on us. And the police, like, they were like, hey, so what are y'all doing? Like, we were like, oh, we're just chilling at the park. And they were like, oh, we see that y'all littering, and that's why we were called here. And I was like, see, and that's why you don't litter, because you give people a reason to call the police on you. And they were like, oh, my bad. So dude ended up getting a radio call for something more serious. So he was like, all right, y'all gotta go. But y'all need to get out this area littering. And so we were like, okay, cool. So he ended up leaving. And when we saw the people who called, we was like, man, forget y'all all that while going out the window, like, you know, doing all that towards them. But you know, it wasn't their fault. They should have been littering. And this was probably the first sign of some stuff. But anyway, so then we end up smoking or whatever. We end up dropping his friend off to go get his car, and me and him were together. I don't remember exactly all the conversations we had, but most of the conversations were really, really. Okay. At the time, I thought they were really intelligent conversations, but it's really just like built. Like it was like low grade stuff. It didn't even matter. It was just like skeptical stuff, like what about aliens? And he told me about not Neil Armstrong. It's not Neil deGrasse. I think it is Neil deGrasse. I don't know. Whoever the space guy is, they be talking about space. He's the one that introduced me to him. And we always talked about space and aliens and all this type of stuff. Mind you, we smoking too. So like everything just seemed so intriguing to me. And he had some good stuff. And so I was like very intrigued by like what he was saying. And so the first date ended or whatever, and I thought that went so well. Anyway, we went on a few dates. I'm gonna just skip forward because I don't have a like complete timeline of everything, but I'm gonna just tell you like out of the span of the summer, we started like I was single, so I was talking to other people, but he was the one that was like texting me constantly. He was taking me on dates. Like we went to mini golf, and his I think it was like the second guy taking me to mini golf. It was real cute. Like he was real cute. So we went to mini golf. He introduced me to aloe vine like water or whatever. So that was real cute. Um, he took me to this beach area that's in Memphis. It's like in Shelby Farms. I don't know if y'all know about it, but he was showing me like so much new stuff, teaching me stuff, and I was just like, wow, this guy is so intelligent. He was branding. He was a photographer, all that type of stuff. Um, he used to take my pictures. It was real fun and stuff like that. And I didn't see any flags then. Like, it was just, we were just having fun. He paid for my food. Because, mind you, like, you don't even know about the other relationship. Mind you, I got out of that relationship because it was like, I ain't even gonna talk about it. But basically, he was doing new stuff for me that I ain't never had done for me. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this guy's like really good. He's really amazing. And the whole summer of 2020, we were chilling. And then we end up, doing the do. I ain't gonna tell y'all exactly where, but we did it. We did it. I can't tell y'all. I ain't gonna tell y'all. I ain't gonna tell y'all. But we ended up doing the do and everything, and that was pretty good too. So I was like, okay, this is somebody I can mess with. So like after maybe talking like 3 weeks, he was like, I want you to be my girlfriend. And I was like, I don't know you very well. I'd like to get to know you more. And he was like, okay, cool. Another week passed. I want you to be my girlfriend. I'm like, okay. Like I don't want to start nothing so soon. But he was like, but I really want you to be my girlfriend. So I was like, me being naive, and mind you, he wasn't acting like in a romantic way, no hotel and balloons, no flowers, no none of that. It was literally in the car. I remember in the car, we were just driving somewhere. Because mind you, we didn't really go. We went like a few places out, but most of the time we were hanging out, it was in the car because we were smoking. And so it was just like, I was just like, okay, cool, you could be my boyfriend. And that's how he became my boyfriend. Like, ladies, like those red flag number 5. Ladies, do not get with the man who will not properly ask you to be his girlfriend. It's a properly accent type thing. Don't just listen to no man in no car begging you to be his girlfriend. Cause girl, I can tell you how many times I've been forced to be somebody's girlfriend. Like, girl, I don't know. But that was the end of the summer, and that's the end of this story time. Like, I don't want to make it too long. It didn't get too deep. I just need to like build onto some. My next story time will be when I started school, and that's when intense. Like, y'all, that's when intense. I just had to lay the flame work and give you like my red flags, my 5 red flags from the beginning. But y'all, like, it's gonna get crazy. So if you want to hear more, then stay tuned for the next one. Like, comment, and subscribe. You already know what it is, period. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Won't I? You gonna be here? Huh? I ain't hear you. Yeah? Yeah. That's what I thought. Be here. Or be square. Square. Don't be square.